This app is called Virus, and it's about generative music. So you have, on one hand, you have the good cells, and then you have the viruses attacking it and taking over. So you sort of have a little pop song, and then you have to, in order to let it play, you have to flick with your fingers and try to stop the virus take over the song.
So the second single is Virus. So we can see Virus back here with the purple star. First we go into its constellation. We zoom into the virus's star, and then we can play the Virus app. So Virus is a completely different type of natural world. Obviously, this is like looking under the microscope, except it's a microscopic world where you can touch everything. And what we have is viruses coming in to attack this mother cell. This is a kind of game where the viruses are attacking the cell, and it's possible to fling them away. So you can use your fingers to fling the viruses away. But if you do, the song actually gets stuck. You only hear the first two verses, and then you've managed to save the cell, but you don't get to hear the whole story. So it's a game that you actually have to lose in order to win. You have to let the cell die in the center in order to hear the entire song. So now you start to see the viruses opening up, and they start to inject DNA into the cell. So you can fend off the DNA, but again, if you do that too much, you get stuck again a couple of verses in. So actually you need to leave the nucleus alone and let the DNA break into its wall. So there we go. We see the DNA now injecting into the nucleus, and the cell gets sicker and sicker. We can move it around. Now it's almost like an egg yolk. And now we see the nucleus is completely destroyed, and now the DNA is hijacking the cell's cellular reproduction mechanism to create more viruses that get flung out back into the intercellular world. So now the song ends, and we're brought into the second way of using virus, which is as an instrument. You play this game to either save or destroy the central cell. Now, if you touch this compass menu again, we can go directly into instrument mode. In this mode, we can play cells as if they're an instrument. You can fling nuclei into the cells in order to play different loops and samples. The red ones are kind of reminiscent of tape players, and they play back loops. And then all the others are either percussive or lyrical samples. Then all the individual viruses are gamelan sounds, so if you touch enough of them quickly, you start to get a collection of gamelan sounds all at once. In this mode, Virus is also sending out MIDI signals so that MIDI triggers go over Wi-Fi, and you can use GarageBand or any kind of MIDI instrument in order to listen to them and play back your own music using Virus as the controller. So we click on the compass menu again, we return to the Virus page, and then click on the compass again, and we're back once again at the galaxy.